We are following breaking news at the top of the hour. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And good afternoon. I'm Elisa Gale. This just into the newsroom. DC police are now on the scene of a shooting this afternoon near a high school in Northwest Washington. Police are responding to Morgan Street near New York Avenue. That's near Dunbar High School in Mount Vernon Square. The high school is on alert status and dismissal is being delayed. We have a crew heading to the scene right now. We'll keep you updated on air and online at dcnewsnow.com.
And right now, a 5-year-old girl is recovering in a hospital after police say that her 3-year-old brother got his hands on an unsecured ghost gun and shot her in a Southwest D.C. apartment.
Yeah, 2 people are now facing charges this afternoon, including the older sister of those siblings. DC News Now's Randy Bass joining us live in Southwest Washington in the Bellevue neighborhood now.
Yeah, Randy, what are you learning from police and what do people who live in the area have to say?
Yes, DC police told us today that 5-year-old girl is still in the hospital in critical but stable condition. Neighbors we talked to here along Galveston Street were devastated, shocked to hear what had happened here on their block. But now for these neighbors, the focus turns to accountability for who police say let that toddler get their hands on a ghost gun. Today, neighbors searching for answers after a 5-year-old girl was shot by her 3-year-old brother along Galveston Street Southwest last night.
Come on, this is it's unheard of. You know, small kids in the house, you can't have a weapon.
Police say the gun wasn't kept secure in the apartment, identifying 2 people facing charges in connection with the shooting. Their older sister, 21-year-old Dejanay McCrory Jackson, facing a slew of charges, including criminally negligent storage of a firearm, first-degree cruelty to children, and assault on a police officer. Police say 59-year-old Daryl Graham was in the apartment when it happened. He is also facing a first-degree cruelty to children charge. Neighbor Dwayne Jackson heard about it this morning, shocked to hear it had happened right across the street.
It's a sad situation, you know, when things are done carelessly. I mean, you gotta deal with the consequences.
Other neighbors hoping for accountability and healing after tragedy.
You know, someone has to be held accountable. My heart goes out to the mother and the little boy that held the gun, because he's going to be traumatic. This is going to be devastating on him for the rest of his life.
Now, DC police say they have since recovered that ghost gun. They recovered that during a search warrant earlier this morning. In Southwest DC, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. Taking a live look outside. The sun is shining right now, but the question many are asking, could we see rain tomorrow?
Yeah, let's turn over to meteorologist Damon Matson. It has been nice and comfortable today, Damon.
Oh, comfortable to say the least. This is quite a difference from what we were just dealing with 2 days ago when it was in the 30s and we had some of that wintry precipitation crossing through. It's a totally different world now. You saw the sunshine and it's helped to bring up these temperatures. We've been in the 60s pretty much all afternoon. We're right at 60 in the district, 61 Frederick. It's even more so towards 65 as you head across Virginia from Culpeper to Fredericksburg and out to Luray and Woodstock. 50s, upper 50s found just off to the north. Still not too bad considering how cold we were. Again, just a little while ago. There's the temperature change even just from this time yesterday. Most of us 15 to 20 degrees warmer. So that is the difference. Here's the catch though. This is a very short-lived swing in temperatures. We are going to start to bring those temperatures down as we head into the night. That same clear sky that's giving us the sunshine right now, once that sun sets, that's when the temperatures will start to drop right back down into the 40s. We'll stay clear, we'll stay dry as we head into the night, but by the time we kick off our day on Wednesday, we're going to flip right back to some soggy weather. When should we expect rain to arrive tomorrow? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. A reminder how dangerous the cold can be. Health officials in Maryland say 3 people have died of cold-related illnesses since November. Now, they're all men from Baltimore in their 30s and 60s. The health department did not say how they died, but they remind you to limit time outside and to layer up with insulated clothing. Marylanders in need of shelter can call 211 for help.
Well, also breaking here at 4, a New York grand jury now indicting Luigi Mangione on one charge of murder as an act of terrorism. Mangione, a Maryland native, is accused of murdering United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Thompson was shot and killed outside a Manhattan hotel on December 4th. Mangione was arrested at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania days later. He's already charged with the murder of Thompson. And back in the district now, a man is charged with stabbing a police officer who confronted him when he refused to pay his Metro fare. It happened this afternoon in D.C. at the Gallery Place Metro station. We're told Metro Transit police officers confronted Trenton Collier when he refused to pay his bus fare. When officers went to detain the suspect, he stabbed an officer in the wrist. The officer is expected to be okay. The suspect is now facing several charges, including assault on a police officer.
And now to that government shutdown showdown. Congress has until Friday to avoid a partial shutdown.
Yeah, Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson hopes to pass a temporary spending bill that would keep the government funded through March, but there's some pushback from members of his own party who say they want to see spending cuts.
I think it's a no-brainer. You invest the money into the arena, which is going to bring revenue to the city.
More funding going into the quote-unquote revitalization of DC Chinatown. We expect rent prices to continue increasing, developments to continue pushing families and small businesses out.
Well, excuse me, we expected to hear from the lawmakers there, but we will have that in the next hour. The spending package includes $100 billion in disaster aid requested by the Biden administration for Hurricane Milton and Helene recovery efforts. There's also a $10 billion for farmers. If the funding bill passes, the Senate will then need to vote on the funding before it goes to the president.
And happening now, the D.C. Council poised to take its final vote on the Downtown Arena Revitalization Act. Yeah,
that's what we were just alluding to there with the previous speakers in the interviews we just heard. That bill greenlighting a $500 million investment in Capital One Arena, which keeps the Washington Wizards and Capitals in Chinatown.
DC News Now's Marielle Carbone is live at the Wilson Building following this for us. Marielle, what's the latest?
Yeah, Mark, Council just a little bit ago actually voting unanimously to greenlight that, move forward the funding. So big picture, we are talking about a total transformation of Capital One Arena, a larger entrance, more concessions for fans, and a lot more facilities and practice space for the actual athletes there. So depending on who you ask, whether the impact is good or bad, again, depends on who you're speaking to. Just looking at this legislation, it allocates $515 million to buy and renovate the arena there, with Monumental Sports, which owns the teams, putting in another nearly $300 million for the project. In all, the district says it'll create more than 4,000 construction jobs and $21 million in new tax revenue over that 3-year construction period. Take a listen to those we spoke to about this today.
I think it's a no-brainer. You invest the money into the arena, which is going to bring revenue to the city.
More funding going into the quote-unquote revitalization of DC Chinatown. We expect rent prices to continue increasing, developments to continue pushing families and small businesses out.
So that was Cassie He. She's an organizer with Save Chinatown Solidarity Network. They have been advocating against this deal. She says even though it's now passed, there is still more work to be done on this. So they still want to ensure that residents, neighbors in the area have a seat at the table. Now, just a few minutes ago, we spoke to the deputy mayor over this project, and she says that despite how much money the city is putting into this, that $515 million, that district residents here, they will see a return on this money. We'll hear more from her and more on this story coming up on DC News Now at 5. But for now, live from the Wilson Building, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
Marielle, thank you. D.C. Council honored Ward 7 Council member Vincent Gray during the final meeting of the year. Gray announced this fall he has dementia and would no longer vote on council legislation for the rest of his term. He's had several strokes since 2021 and chose not to seek re-election. Gray has served as the district for nearly 2 decades, including serving as mayor from 2011 to 2015.
All right, well, developing now, many Metro employees are heading back to the office. WMATA says having its 13,000 employees in the office is essential to getting passengers throughout the DMV. Full-time employees and directors will be in the office 5 days a week. All other staff levels will be in the office a minimum of 4 days per week. The change goes into effect in February. WMATA says by July, all Metro employees will be in the office at least 5 days a week.
New speed cameras are now being installed in school zones across Arlington County. The 8 additional cameras will be added by January 6th. Speeding tickets will start being issued on February 5th following a warning period. The cameras are part of the Photo Speed program, issued nearly 11,000 speeding tickets in the first 2 months of the program. And we have a list of new locations the cameras are being added to our website. You can check it out on our website at dcnewsnow.com.
And right now, Governor Glenn Youngkin announced his budget proposal, which includes an exempt tax on tips. Now, the proposal is expected to return $70 million back to the pockets of Virginians. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons live in Alexandria now for us with how food service workers and customers are reacting. Good afternoon, Liberty.
Good afternoon, Annalisa. And the governor's no tax on tips plan is expected to provide more than 250,000 Virginians with some relief. But some Democrats say that this is just a poorly thought out gimmick.
From Virginia restaurants to hotels to hair salons, workers who benefit from tips may be able to keep them in their pockets.
I believe that is really a good idea, and it will help a lot of people.
Governor Glenn Youngkin's proposed budget will exempt service tips from Virginia's state income tax.
If they did tax, imagine people has to work at least 3 jobs to afford, especially in the Virginia area, the DMV. So I believe it's a good idea. It helps a lot of family.
But the governor's budget proposal still needs to pass the General Assembly, which is currently Democrat controlled.
I think that the service should get all their tips. I disagree with taxing it for a long time, and I think it should not be taxing.
The Virginia Senate Democratic Caucus released a statement saying, in part, it could lead to some employees earning more than teachers, police officers, and other hardworking Virginians, while opening the door to significant tax fraud. If the governor truly wants to help working Virginians, he should support our legislation to raise the minimum wage.
And the caucus says no other state has adopted this plan. For now, in Alexandria, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.